Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Reacts as we are back in Japan with AA equals hatred to go fast, vanishing all humans.
Yes, vanish all these humans. They're a blight on the planet.
So we have done one AA equals song previously, which was Clock, which I do remember you did enjoy that one. Um, so are you looking
I,
forward to a bit more?
I enjoy the band as well. I feel like, not only from their title, but I feel like they're a band that share a lot of thoughts, theories, morals, whatever terminology you want to use. So yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to see what else they do and how they do their music. And yeah, I hope that that continued affinity stays with me and them. And also, I'm
So
looking at the video, and I know it's not a video, but I'm looking at the picture that's about to go onto this screen. In fact, I put it on there now, and I go, oh, I love that and all. So
that is the album cover for this
that is
album,
that is
and
spectacular, isn't it?
yes. So shall we get on our hatred to go fast?
Let's do this. First time in a long time that I've been caught out on an advert, but I think abrupt ending of that song I can be somewhat forgiven for that. And I say abrupt ending to the song. Uh, I wasn't not expecting abrupt ending as well, and I'd seen beforehand the length of it, so I knew it was quite a quick or quite a short song, should we say, rather than
Yeah.
that. But I think it speaks to a degree of what the song does is that even though short and you're expecting it to be abrupt, I found it quite hard not to get like lost in parts of it anyway. So
Yeah.
I wasn't even massively conscious of where we were and how long it had been going on.
So what did you think of this?
Interesting, and I say interesting. I know a lot of the time people say interesting to substitute for the word "I didn't like it" or "it's crap" or "I'm trying to be polite about something," and I'm not using it for that. Uh, it's it's disconcerting, and I think for reasons like I think it's designed to be. I think it's a At certain points, a kind of sonic assault on your ears. Rather, let's be honest. There ain't anyone listening to that who's going, "Yeah, that's the sort of thing I relax to on a Sunday afternoon." Um, but that's not always a bad thing. As we said, music is there for multiple different purposes, and as much as I wouldn't necessarily use it to relax to, I think it will have a place in my musical listening. Like, I
Yeah.
think this will fit certain moods, or if I want to get into a certain mood or something like that. But yeah, not an easy listen, um, because like that dun 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 before it hits the drums and the actual music bit and then do the chorus. It is the tempo of it is actually disconcerting, isn't it? It
Yeah.
is. It throws you off, and you're almost kind of going, "What? What am I supposed to do with this?" And even though after it happens the first time, you're kind of more familiar with it the second time, and you've got a reasonable idea of, oh, we're probably coming back with the same bit of music. It doesn't stop it from being any less. Oh, oh,
Abrasive.
yeah, really good. Because I want to avoid things that upset. It's not like like hitting me with my emotional core, but it throws you off. It kicks you off kilter all the way through.
Yeah.
I think.
Um, it reminds me of that sort of generation period of Prodigy where they go for the big bit of pace with a guitar riff behind it that just sort of is unnerving and unsettling. And it said it this isn't stuff for a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
This is get you going juice. And I this is something that I will put on just to be like, yeah, uh, we're fucking doing this. Let's go.
See, I think where it massively differs for me, and I do kind of get where you're going with that, like music for the jilted generation comparison, but I think where it massively differs for me is Prodigy were doing dark brooding and to a degree disconcerting and would bring in a variation of sound. Whenever I think of disconcerting sounds, my mind always goes to how much of a genius move is it when Public Enemy started using klaxons, and I think those sort of things being pulled into music are
Mm.
great. But I think with Prodigy, it was always in a very, and I'm going to say the word nice after I said dark and brooding, but in a melodic fashion. I think it was, even if it was leaning towards brutal, it was still melodically um, pleasing. Like it was
Yeah,
doing things that music more traditionally does. Whereas that's where I think this differs. I don't think it is. I think this is actually going more the other way. I think this is trying to be, I think it is dark, but it gets there by never letting you settle, never
mm.
letting you have those things that songs tend to let you have. Except for, I'd say, arguably like the choruses, but there's so much in there that I think is in there to keep you off balance. And thumbs up for it. Like as I say, the world of music needs a lot of variation, and I think having bands doing this to fit a certain mood or to fit a feeling that you want to get into a certain mood, hats off for them to do, because it's probably quite a brave decision to do something like this, because I think it would struggle to find well, it would struggle to find a wide audience, wouldn't it? I think
Yeah.
more people you played this to would go no than would go yes. So yeah, good on them for having a vision and a creative idea, going for it and delivering it. Because I think they deliver it really well.
Yes. So comments down there. Let us know what you lot all think. You know, is it a audio battering for your senses? Does it fill you with get up and go?
I'm
Any
quite,
other
I'm
stuff?
quite, I'm quite interested to listen to the album and see where this sits in the album and what the album was doing around it. Like, because I think I'd find maybe a whole album in this style quite difficult. But yeah. Some homework for me. Listen to this album.
Yes. As always, YouTube things like subscribe and ring bells. And until next time, goodbye.